You no go on grow, you no go on hold though. You are just kidding. That's it. I go borrow that. You go borrow me that.
Is allowed. Is allowed to achieve. There's no right to say that. It takes God nothing. But to use what ọmọ yẹn fúya fún ẹni ìlú yẹn. What we are saying it is going to where you are to the idea of God knows about it. And the woman in question don't they know about it. That woman, all of my people will abide. They get it. Yes. So that big guy don't shape the last people. Ocean and the easy to it takes nothing to go on Ocean to match the other story. But why is it pushing shit? Why don't kill him? And we ask only choose. And God killed him. The question is why did God kill him? Because I decided to impregnate someone. Why is this? Ìyàwó okay, maybe I'll never be taking it. What at that time, that's the practice. They can choose not to. Again, that is what have been known. That will not be something of the problem. When God do that, no but we are just trying to like say how God is powerful. You understand? He can ask you based on his power, say, okay, oh Lord, leave this one, I live on, I like. So I don't like, not very long way. I get here. Why, Lord? You God, I love. Some stuff, I hate. I hate you. My culture looks like a because I hate. In God's abundance, he knows that this even the father can actually do this. Some of us say he can just live the nanny work bad. You get so the Bible is in what you question the no, don't put everything down. Very normal, just think about it. Okay, because of alone maybe along with some prayer, but something want to come up with that generation. Torí pé owó wá ṣe withdraw báyìí wá fún pé ọwọ́ akọ sí báyìí ọlọ́run wá pa ọlọ́run wá sọ fún bí ọlọ́run fásitì àwọn lówó ọba lọ sí ìgbé àjà àtìkọ́sí wá fún lóyún wá ní jí mi dé sí náà ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ọlọ́run wá sí wà tí sí i. So a lot of errors wà ní Bible documentation yẹn. Okay, no be my brother ẹni wá sí kó mi like ẹ̀ bí akó òṣìṣẹ́ taste mi. Okay, mo gbà pé family kékeré kò láìkẹ́ ó dẹ̀ ṣe mo dẹ̀ ń wò. Fẹ́rẹ́ sí lórí gbogbo ẹ̀ ọlọ́run mọ ìtẹ́sán ẹ̀ kò fẹ́rẹ́ sí ọmọ ìpè tó máa bímọ ọmọ tòun ní bọ́ọ̀dù àwọn máa ṣe orúkọ ẹlòmíì ó tí ọ̀nà kan ẹni ìyá wa fẹ́ máa ṣe orúkọ ẹlòmíì ọlọ́run mọ ìtẹ́sán ẹ̀ tó bá yé tiẹ̀ ní kò ní torí ẹ̀. a lè sọ pé ó ti gbádùn ẹ̀ tán but purpose tó fẹ́ ká fẹ́ kó ṣe. kò fẹ́ kó nọ́mọ fún òfẹ́ kó jẹ́ kó ní kó. But the problem is
Raise that child on your brother. Oh, better say it. So Ọlọ́run mọ intention rẹ̀, ọmọ intention rẹ̀.
Everybody come wa worry. Àgbà tí wọ́n ń ra. Àní Ọlọ́run sọ fún ṣe pé ọjọ́ fẹ́ dára ní pé ní ìdílé náà sáré. The network yẹn ni network
A very good morning to all the viewers all over the world. You're welcome to the program. It's a brand new week. A brand new week, brand new day at the stand. I say thank you for joining us this morning, the 27th of October 2025. I have my respondent here, Glorified Evangelist. Good morning to you. Welcome to the program. Gentleman Mike, how are you doing? Happy New Week.
Happy New Week.
Happy New Week to you.
Morning. Greetings to all our viewers.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you so much for joining me this Monday morning, and to all our viewers on the platform commenting right now. We say good morning to you all. Mookie, great. How you doing? Good morning, Mookie. How you doing? You're welcome to the program. That's a great one in the comment section there. Thank you so much for joining me this Monday morning. All right, Gladys Oyaboy is here. I will say good morning to Gladys. Oyeze, how you doing? Good morning to you. Thank you for joining me this Monday morning. All right, to Gowan Abdul, we say good morning to you. Thank you so much. All right, good morning, my friend. Thank you. We also have John. John is here. We say good morning to John. Welcome to the program. James Manu is also here. Thank you so much for joining us. Nnamdi Kanu, all the way from Netherlands, is with us at the stand. I will say good morning to you. The 27th of October 2025. We really need to appreciate Mrs. Tina for her kind gesture on Saturday. Now, I call that a very great support from that beautiful lady, Mrs. Tina. You are one of the beneficiaries, but you were not around on Saturday. Why are you doing PTPT, Mr. Olagide?
I'm shocked of words. I'm shocked of words.
Have you received your money?
Yes. I'm shocked of what Mrs. Tina, because I'm just surprised at the level of benevolence and your kindness you have been showing to me. What the prayer I've been praying for you, madam, I will still repeat it. I shall be consistently remember me and bless me. God will not withdraw his consistency of blessing from your life. God shall continually bless you. Perpetually shall be remain blessed. Consistency of lift and promotion shall be in the life of Mrs. Tina, and your everything I represent, your children, your family, your business, everything that you are involved with. Consistently, God will continuously bless Mrs. Tina. Thank you very much. As you know, the anchor man, I've been very honest, I've been very grateful. Yes, he listened to my life. So may God bless her to Mr. Mike particularly. I'm open up to you, madam, that confirm that I have received your blessing on Saturday. May God bless you, ma. May God bless you. Thank you very much. I'm very grateful, ma. Thank you.
All right. Yeah, 50,000 naira was sent to each of the reviewers on the platform on Saturday, and we really say a big thank you to you, Mrs. Tina. Yeah, she's watching us from California. Yeah, thank you so much. All right, Adewola says, God bless Mrs. Tina. Yeah, thank you so much. Ade, I really appreciate your compliments there. All right, before I move further again, it seems it's very sunny this morning. I will need to be very brief on the program. All right, Mrs. Clara, all the way from United States of America, blessed some people this morning. Mr. Kunle, you need to step forward. Mr. Kunle, Suma, Suma and James John. James John is not around, right? All right, so you need to appreciate Mrs. Clara.
Mrs. Clara, Mike just deliver your message to me, and I want to thank you. Just not too long, the message came in now, and I want to thank you. I want to thank your family.
And God bless you. You never lack. You never know sorrow in your home. And thank you for being there for us. And thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't continue to say thank you. I can't just end up to say thank you. Thank you for what you're doing. And it's just humanity, support to humanity. And we give you all the kudos, all the graces. Thank you, Lord.
All right, where is Suma? All right, 60,000 naira was sent to me yesterday, and Kunle got 20, Suma 20, Mr. John James got 20. That's 20,000 naira to the beneficiaries. All right, we appreciate all of you, all the viewers supporting us on the platform. May God continue to bless you all. May God replenish your pockets. Let's move to what we have this morning. Also, who blessed Mr. Kunle yesterday on the program. Yesterday program, Mr. Kolade. Mr. Kolade blessed you yesterday.
Yeah.
Sent 20,000 naira to you,
Okay.
right? You need to appreciate him once more.
Mr. Kolade, kudos to you. More grace to your elbow. I really appreciate you. God bless you. God bless your family. I appreciate you. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. All right, we moved on to the Vanguard newspaper this morning. What was the Vanguard saying? On the 27th of October 2025, NECA man Nasima rejects Senate NSITF takeover. This is on page 4 of the Vanguard. I'll move to another story on page 9. Dangote expands refinery capacity to 1.4 million barrels per day. You can go to page 9, like I said, to see this story. We move down to the down part of the paper. Resident doctors declare indefinite nationwide strike from October 31. Page 5 is on this. You can go to page 5 to see this story. Syrup to NNPCL accounts for missing 22.3 billion naira, $49.7 million. That is on page 8. You can go to that page to see the story. Demolition of properties. Despite court order, Lagos demolishes over 70 houses in Oroshoki. Lagos demolishes over 70 houses in Oroshoki. I think the Igbo community is not really happy with the development going on in Lagos State as regards demolition of properties, and which we'll be looking at this morning. We'll be looking at it this morning. The traders have dragged Lagos State government to the United Nations, ECOWAS, over demolition of their properties. This is crippling their businesses. It's affecting their businesses, and the government needs to look into it. All right, I have Biafra evangelist with me this morning. I will be discussing more on this. Gentle,
Good morning, Mr. Mike.
you're welcome.
Yes. Good morning. Good morning. Our global viewers, you are most welcome to our global stand this morning. May God bless all our global viewers who have been appreciating us, who are staying close to this program. May God bless you. I know I humble said Mr. Ujola, and I have come out, Mr. Michael, you are most welcome. And those who have been blessed from Mr. and the rest of them, may God bless you in Jesus' name. Amen.
All right, is Lagos State government targeting Igbos under the guise of urban renewal? That's what we need to look into. Are they targeting Igbos or what? Why the demolition of properties?
Mr. Mike, as a builder in this construction industry, I can speak authoritatively about this area of life, about this area of matter. There are 4 conditions that can make a building to be demolished. Valid 4 conditions. If a building falls upon in any of those 4 conditions, then that building is liable to be demolished. Number 1, if a building lacks approval before it is built. Number 2, if the building is in a state of collapse, the habitation is not safe for woman construction and woman habitation any longer. Number 3, if the land on which that building was built upon was acquired, it's a government acquisition. That is government land. Just encroach the government land and build upon it. And the 4th one is that if the land on which the building was built upon was being contested by 2 owners, maybe one family, sold the land to somebody, Another family now got up and won the case at the High Court or maybe at the highest court of land, and they are now they want to take over their land. These are the only four conditions that can make a building to be demolished. Then these buildings that are being demolished, do they fall into such four categories? Is it built on government acquisition land? Is there no approval of for their before they are built? Is the building in the state of dilapidation, is it going to be collapsed and is not fit for a woman acquisition any longer? Is there education on the land? If any of these four conditions have just stated, those building demolished does not fall upon those conditions, I say that action is null and void. Mr. Mike, let us be honest and be true to ourselves. If any of those four conditions does not apply in all these buildings that have been demolished, it falls below what is normal. We should not be hiding on what is not good and be taking side with it. Although Lagos government has not told us why they demolished, but I'm telling you as a person in the building industry that I know that might be question. So those are the four conditions. The fifth condition is the government may almost want to claim maybe they want to say that building is posing a security threat. I can tell you if that's the fifth one, that probably didn't include that fifth one security threat. If the building is posing a security threat, you can easily go reach out to the owners and tell them, hello, the building is now becoming a security threat, and they will address it. You help them in addressing security threats to which that building is posing to, and then they will correct it. Then if they refuse to correct it, you can seal it up and take it up for some time. They will be forced to address that security situation. So that's why I didn't include that one as the fifth condition, because it's not compulsory. That was not a genuine reason. Those are the four conditions that can make a building to be demolished. You never say government is not carrying out such a demolition, because if it's my own building, Mr. Mike, how will I be? How will I feel? I'm putting myself into control of people who are involved in this situation. Does my building fall into this category for such categories? Is it built on government acquisition land? Is there no approval before I rented it? Is there litigation on the land? Is the building no longer safe for human habitation? Once my building is not for upon those four conditions, you have no right to demolish my building. No, it's not proper. But that is my profession. So Lagos should come and tell us the reason why they are demolished.
And where were the concerned authorities when these buildings were built?
Mr. Mike, Lagos State should now come out and tell us the reason why those buildings were demolished.
Millions and billions.
That's yes.
Buildings or
you should not be taking side with
government will just come from nowhere and demolish.
Yes, you should not be taking side with illegality. These are the four conditions. They know that once it doesn't fall upon that four conditions, building doesn't tell these are the four conditions.
Why did they wait till they finish building the property before they carry out this operation?
If you build on government acquisition, government doesn't to tell you sorry before they demolish it's a government land. That's if you build if you encroach to government land, which is called acquisition land. If you build on it,
government saw them when they were encroaching. Now.
Yes, you see, before you build, there's something we call land information system.
Why did you go from building it?
Mr. Man, I'm telling you this is my profession.
Okay.
You must to go to land and make land information. We call land information assessment. We make inquiry about the status of that land. Is it an acquisition? Is it a free land? So then they will tell you in the information will also tell you what are the permissions on that land, type of property to be built on it. So you as an investor, property investor must do that first. If you refuse to do that, if you just see a land and build upon it, you may fall into a trap. You may be the one make for yourself. That's number one. That's it. You must make inquiry about the land. Is it free land? Through the survey, they will charge it for you. They will tell you this an acquisition don't encroach it is a government land. If you build on it, God you not get approval in the first place to build. But the money will tell you build. That is a stupidity for you to fall into that trap. You must make land acquisition information inquiry from the government to know the status of that land. Is it free? Is it acquired? Is it government land? Is it freehold? Can you get a freehold title? Mr. Man, you know this is my business, you know this is my line. So if you fall into that trap, you are making such an inquiry, and you fall into the trap by yourself, you have to blame for it. You must have known that this is a government acquisition. You were approached to it.
All right, I'm still coming back to you. Gentlemen, Mike, demolitions were carried out around that Palace area some times ago. trade fair. Now, is it last month or this month?
Yes, last
month. Yeah, this month.
No, it's this.
We are still in October, right?
It's this month. It's this month. It's this month. It's this month.
Owodoshoki, a few weeks ago. Of recent again, Owodoshoki. Are these demolition, ethnic cleansing, or lawful development in Lagos State?
Well, thank you, Michael.
Because Igbos are complaining.
Yeah.
And when you look at those areas, they are dominated areas. So are these demolitions ethnic cleansing, ethnic cleansing, or the lawful development in Lagos?
I think OJ has helped us extensively to highlight some of the measures that one need to take cognizance of before you begin to build and all of that, and I don't want to belabor that aspect. So if all those due diligence has been done and government still feels that they can demolish such land, that is when it becomes an illegal act. But my worry on this issue is that on the 23rd of October, Justice AG of the Lagos State High Court gave an interim injunction that further demolition should stop in certain area where Lagos State government currently demolition, and that order was not obeyed, and I think that is worrisome. Before you can begin to say this is targeted at a particular ethnic group, have you done your own due diligence as regards those places? Because even if there are ulterior motives, it will be difficult to press, or it will be difficult to figure out if on your own part you have not done the needful before you begin to build. It will be very, very difficult to prove. So, but if all those due diligence have been done and this is still happening, then it will be clear to the entire world that this is being targeted at a particular ethnic group. So my worry is that the government that has always clamored for people to obey court orders is also disobeying a court order that further demolition should stop while the court look at the merit of this case. But Lagos State government have ignored that order from what we know, and demolition still continue. In fact, they demolish even into the wee hours of the night, which I think if you are doing something legal, why go there in the middle of the night for demolition and all of that? So I am worried in that aspect that you have ignored the court order. Are there things that we don't understand about this demolition? Can we begin to give meaning to some of this demolition? If indeed you know you are doing the right thing, why not first obey the court order? There is no court that can stop the government from demolition. They can certain that you guys didn't do what you were supposed to have done at the beginning. And so I am worried about that aspect, Michael.
And according to reports, residents and traders are planning to carry out a protest on 3rd Million Bridge as regards this. Is Lagos still a home for all Nigerians? It seems, with the look of things, Igbos are the major target, especially ahead of the 2027 election, with Lagos State experience in 2023. Is Lagos still a home for all Nigerians? With what we are witnessing?
Mr. Mike, I have no reason to doubt that Lagos is a home for everybody. Yes, I have no reason to doubt that. As I was saying, I'm expecting Lagos State to come up and tell us what are the reasons behind the demolition of those houses. Can it justify the demolition?
Are Yorubas affected?
Wait,
that's the question we need to ask ourselves. But it seems Yorubas are not speaking up like
I don't know. The owners
are speaking up. Okay.
Well, yeah, that's a good angle you have added to that matter. The houses that was demolished at Owodoshoki, are they all owned by Igbos? Are there no other ethnic nationals that also own the houses there that are also victim of the demolition? So that's why I'm a bit careful not to say there's an ethnic cleansing or so. I will still say Lagos is a home to everybody. Mr. Mike, just look behind you, just around. You see Igbo, investment all around, shops around. I never heard one day since we've been standing here from January, this company we've been analyzing here. I've never heard Lagos State coming here and the mention of the houses here. This other, most of them are owned by Igbos. So that's why I will not say that Lagos State is not making Lagos to be home to everybody. I think Lagos State need to speak up. They must tell up why they are kind of those demolitions. They must ask to us. Are those houses falling short of the 4 conditions that say a house must meet before it is demolished? They should come up, and otherwise it will be termed. This is where it will be generation that it's an ethnic cleansing. They're taking a particular tribe to save the day. Come on, Lagos State government, tell us the real reason why those. Let us justify it's a public matter. It's not a Lagos State matter alone. Tell us why this demolition is justified. So to me, I don't have any reason to say that Lagos State is no longer a home for everybody. It's a home to everybody.
All right, Igbo traders have dragged Lagos State government to UN, ECOWAS. Was is this the best solution?
Mr. Mike, yes. Of course, there are lots of these are avenues where you can seek justice. That's what our person also when a lot of people have gone there to the United Nations.
And what was the outcome?
Well, justice will be served, but the issue is now that will it be obeyed? Those courts will give judgment. Will it be obeyed? Will our people in government will it obey it? So I don't have anything against them go to ECOWAS court, go to United Nations court, go to if there's African Union court as well. The issue is that let justice be served. As far as I'm concerned, I want Lagos State to come out and tell us the reason why those. All right,
so on to the next one, comment section. Antnam says, Mr. Mike, Igbos are making noise, but many Yorubas are affected.
Okay.
If you do illegal stuff, no blackmail will work. Okay. What is wrong is wrong.
Okay.
So what it means there is that
maybe they don't do that.
Are illegal structures.
Well, maybe.
All right, that says Igbo people came to Lagos saying that about Yoruba people, but now they are crying. All right, we move down to Eriokoro. The table will turn soon. The table will turn soon. Which table will turn around? Okay, I think responding to Eriokoro there. Natanabu says that you be dash. The land Igbo people acquired in Lagos, they bought it or it was given to them as a gift. So did they buy it or was it given to them as a gift? Stop being dash. All right, Alexander the Great, Daddy, we can check you well now. You are from Kwara. Ordinary says Lagos is still the home for everyone. Yes. But where there is no law, there can't be any offense. Let's allow the government to do the needful. We move down to Andrew Ogujimi. I don't support destroying people.
Yes.
Means of a livelihood.
Yes.
I think Lagos is trying to prove them wrong. The slogans like we build Lagos and Lagos is no man's land. In support of what? Andrew said.
I don't agree with any, nobody can claim no place is no man's land.
What have been this slogan of nobody owns Lagos?
That's a statement that nobody should believe now. Every nationality has where God placed them in Nigeria. Lagos is in southwest, is in midst of southwest. You see, nobody should be playing some. There's something you don't bother yourself to listen to. Lagos is in the midst of southwest, the heart of southwest. Southwest are occupied by Yoruba people. South is occupied by Igbo people. North is occupied by Hausa Fulani. Then is occupied by John and the rest. Everybody has where God placed them. So instead of saying nobody's a place is no matter, there's nothing like that. Everybody, but you as a Nigerian, you can all move and live with ourselves wherever we choose to live. They don't tell me Southwest is not owned by Yoruba. I'm not saying South is not owned by Igbos. That's our statement.
All right, it's talking about compensation. Baba Yaga says, Mike, what they need to do is at least compensate the owners of the homes,
okay,
even if it's 50%
okay,
of the value of the land at the time of purchase. Is it true?
The issue with that position is that once the property is not done from the beginning, you are not likely to have any compensation. And that's the law. If you have valid documents, then you can be considered, and your property is being demolished, then you can be considered for compensation. But where you don't have valid document to support a claim, then it will be difficult to have compensation. Right?
All right, thank you so much. Let's move down to what a senator, sorry, a lawmaker representing Delta North said about the creation of new states and the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Nwoko says that releasing the 10th leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, will bring peace to the southeast. Also, creation of the Anoma state. This was, as he said, peace has continued to elude the southeast geopolitical zone due to the perceived marginalization of the region by successive government. Nwoko stated this in an interview on Sunday Politics, a program on Channels Television. But he's right by telling us that peace will be restored if Nnamdi Kanu is released, and with the creation of Anoma State, there will be peace in Southeast.
Mr. Mike, I agree with him on those 2 points. Absolutely agree with him on those 2 points. Number one, if there's injustice in any system, you won't talk of people supporting that system with their own heart. Southeast is having 5 states for now. Let them give them additional 1 state to make it 6. Of course, Northwest is having 7. Northwest, is stretching the rest by having less than every other state. But let South also have additional 1 state to make it 6. Equivalent to every other region apart from Northwest that have 7. That's what I want. I agree with you on that. That is, South should be given additional 1 state. Whatever name you want to call it, whether Anoma, whichever say, or Holy State, whichever one, I agree with him. There is another point that saying releasing Nnamdi Kanu will bring peace. I also agree with him. See, my point is this: if Kanu is championing, an issue based on self-determination, it's a grievance is expressing. And I said this time I've been in position all this while that government should have, call him to the relative discussion and see those parts of that grievances that can immediately resolve. Those that are controversial can be working towards generally, and then making a partner in progress to bring about peace by asking him, look, these terms and conditions we are agreeing. We are raising this simple one. The critical one we are looking to is the crisis and this crisis in the south is making a solution to make sure that thing calm down. And if you engage with him on that point, making a partner in progress. I'm telling you, contrary to the fear of the political leader who thought if they listen, it will galvanize people against their political interest. It won't be like that. If they reach a terms and agreement with him, he will go back home and appeal to the people that look, our agreements are being looked into by government, and he will bring his people. That's my condition, that's my position. It may not be popular. And my intention of the position. If the government seriously address some of the grievances claimed they have against government, against Nigeria State, those people want quickly look to it, genuinely look to it and address. And the trouble one being looking to it on the larger ground. And they now telling, look, we want peace in the region. We want to make use of it as a partner in progress. Go back and restore peace in South. The guy will do that. And there will be peace. So I agree with him on those 2 points.
All right, thank you so much. He's to open the fence today. He failed to do it on Friday. But will his release, according to Nnamdi Kanu, he said to bring peace to Southeast and all of that. But will his release bring peace, or to embody separatist movement?
To a large extent, releasing Nnamdi Kanu will bring some level of peace to that region. The agitation may not go away completely. Definitely, it's not like to go away, but there will be some level of ease to a very, very large extent if that decision is taken by government.
What about the creation of a new state, Anoma State?
I mean, absolutely.
I think that's long overdue, right?
Yes. How else you will demonstrate fairness if a region has been with 5 states all these years? How else do you want to demonstrate fairness and just at least let's start from somewhere by adding one, let it be equal with some most of the region apart from the northwest that is with 7 states. So it's a welcome development, my friend.
All right, thank you so much, gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
Okay, really appreciate you. All right, a big thank you to Mrs. Tina once again. Yeah, she supported our dear brother what's his name? Miracle.
Yeah.
With the sum of 200,000 naira yesterday.
Wow.
Yesterday was his child's dedication.
Wow.
So we say a big thank you to Mrs. Tina.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
200,000 naira to Miracle, and we've delivered it to him. I'm sure he'll come here maybe before Saturday or it's not around now. He has gone to work.
Yeah.
So I'm sure he will come here and say thank you to what you did to him yesterday. What is it? Welcome to the program.
Yes, good morning. Thank you for having me. I still want to celebrate Mrs. Tina. You know, still pray that God will continue to bless her. You know, for extending gestures to us. God bless you, man.
Can peace truly be restored to Southeast with the creation of new states, Nnamdi State?
Mike, I doubt that. I doubt that very well. You know, to be honest with you, do not forget there are plans to add more states to other regions too. And if they do that, they will most of the regions will end up having seven states, and Northwest will increase by another state. That's 8%. That's about 8 states. You understand? So there is already a plan for another creation of states in the regions. We must not look that away. Then what happens? Are they going to create another state in the southeast to make it 7? So, Mike, that is not actually the problem. Yes, I can tell you, to be honest with you.
I thought it would solve the issue of marginalization.
It cannot solve the issue of marginalization. That's what I'm explaining to you now. You know, because the southwest is clamoring for more states. Other regions are also clamoring for more states. So some of those things now, applications are already on the table. Mike, what I'm saying is this very clearly: return Nigeria to regionalism. We don't. Most of these states we are talking about today, it's just to for egocentric politicians to make them continue to oppress us. Because at the end of the day, by the time you create all these states now, you see them aligning, taking over the whole thing. At the end of the day, what we are experiencing, we continue to experience it. I think we should bear a note from what Gani Adams said. It's a very simple thing. Let us define the type of regionalism that we want. Is it going to be regionalism without states, or regionalism with states? It's as simple as that. Yorubas are clamoring for another one state to be added to the South to the same thing. So by the time you see notice that we are just not where we are supposed to be at the end of the day. So that's my take on that.
All right, can peace truly be achieved with this political concession, like creation of new states in the southeast?
I don't see peace being achieved through creation of the states.
But Ned said it.
Ned will say that because Ned will be, as Oyese said, some of these egocentric politicians. If they create Nnamdi, it will be the most beneficiary of that creation. So he will look for everything to justify the creation of a new state in that axis, and it's going to be Nnamdi. There are so apart from Nnamdi, I think some people are still even asking for creation of another state. So how many states are we going to create? The one that we have on ground, we are unable to. See, some of them cannot even stand. Some of them cannot pay salary, despite all the huge amount of allocation that they are receiving. Some are still borrowing up to this moment. When some are celebrating that we don't borrow money to execute projects, but now you see that some states they are still owing money. So I don't see creation of a state as a necessity now. So far we were able to, when we were practicing regional system of government, despite how large the Southwest, we see what Awolowo did. Some projects that Awolowo did up to this moment, it still stand there. Despite all this large mass land from Abeokuta to down to Ekiti, it's in the hand of, it's in the control of the Southwest, and we witness development. If to say we let that development continue with the pace that time, Southwest will be competing with the France. Southeast will be competing with maybe France or something like that. We will have all different Dubai, and Northern are too. They will not lag behind. See, Famadu Bello copy Awolowo when he saw Cocoa House in Ibadan. You are the one that did that. I'm going to build the same thing in my place. That's how it's supposed to be. Not this one that they have now. You know, the creation of the first 12 states. We want to use it to keep everybody shut up that time. So, okay, you need to compensate. Just stay where you are, just to divide Nigeria more. Honestly speaking, regional system of government, it will not be easy as you think it will be, because it will be very, very hard to collapse states now. And we now say we want to practice regional system of government. But at least if we cannot practice it, let there be more power to the state that we have on grant. Apart from money, issue of state police is very, very paramount. You will have a governor that will perform, you will have another one that will fumble. Likewise, we have it in federal. We see governments, a president that want to perform and the one that will fumble. So instead of creating states that cannot stand alone, or you just create states for people to come and siphon money from federal government, why not let the state control its resources, then contribute quotas? Simple. Federal government. If something like that, there will be no clamoring for states. Why they are calling for states is to go and collect allocation from federal development is the most important, right?
Mike, I support what Femi is saying this morning, and that's what I repeated here. And when Gani Adams actually tabled this in before it becomes a national discourse. But somewhere along the line, I think either it was or they just throw it to the gutters. But it is a very viable, policy that if you see, you have the right, it's a Ekiti, Ondo, other. They are Southwest region. They can maintain their state and run a regional government. That's what Gani Adams is saying. But this issue of nobody can deceive me on this issue of state creation. No. You can't. Not working. Yes, I listen to him. Okay, that's what he feels. Because what are they creating it for? They are creating it for continuous oppression of the people. The same politicians, they will come and take over, and this thing will continue. You understand what I'm saying? So if at the best you're able to return Nigeria, sit down. We will not have a people-oriented constitution up till now. What we are having is amendment. Make Nigerians come and sit down and dialogue and agree on modus operandi. This is how we want to live. Everybody endorse it. All the minorities, Dick and Harry, will endorse it. Then we know that we have an independent indigenous constitution that governs us. That was the
Not away from that, there is a big story coming out of Lagos to the world. Currently, as we speak, the matter is in United Nations. Also being heard at ECOWAS court. The Igbos are crying out loud that Lagos government is demolishing their properties. Is it true that the demolition process going on in Lagos State is targeted at the Igbos alone?
To be very honest with you, that's the picture and that's the perception.
That's the perception.
Yes. And let me give
not
you
the reality.
What I'm telling you, it's a perception.
But not the reality.
But that's what it means. That's what it means. When you perceive something, and it has been happening over and over again. But I want to give you an instance. The threats that they are talking about, I don't think they have any justification for that. If the state government is actually sincere. Let me tell you, the trade fair is a federal government land. What is the interest of the state in a federal government land where C of O and everything was issued officially, legally? There is this thing that started immediately after 2023 election. We saw massive campaign against the Igbos in Lagos. Don't come out and vote. And because of that, what happened that time? There was this push. You remember there was a guy too, either from London or whatever, that they were making some kind of a statement against the Igbos in Lagos. So the push, you remember, Tunde Bakare also made a reference to that. that you sold properties to them, C of O issued, whatever all agreement meant. Not only that, as the deputy commissioner of police in Lagos State currently now from Adamawa State, an Igbo guy bought a property close to his house. You can see the threat. The matter is already in court. The police are aware. And what is he saying? The owner of the land said, I approach you to come and buy this place. You said you are not ready yet. Then I have to look for a buyer. He said he doesn't want to have an Igbo man as a neighbor in that community. So if the Lagos State government is saying that the trade fair issue is their own decision, then what is the justification for that? Are there any proof for that? Because we have federal government lands in Nigeria. It belongs to the federal government. Then on the second thought, then when you see these structures, because there's no how you start putting up a structure that the government will not be aware. I don't think so in Lagos State here. I don't think. Whether there are corrupt officials or people have been bribed in one way or the other, it's left for the Lagos State government themselves to correct such abnormalities. So when someone has set up a building and all that, all of a sudden, I think for me, it does not show administration, it does not show governance, it does not show, because we know that this belief of the so-called unity, in Nigeria, but that unity is still very much, questionable and need to be renegotiated. Well, everybody says that very clearly, but if you come to the eastern part of the country today and you want to buy land, you can get land as long as you have your money. So Lagos State government have not been able to substantiate enough reason where properties are being demolished, most times without compensation, most times without, you understand. If Lagos State, I believe it has a plan, and people should build according to that plan. And when they are not getting it right, there should be this quick intervention to avoid people losing their hard-earned money, either by omission or by commission. That's my take on that.
Ferry, I don't know if you agree with Oyezi and some Nigerians that are saying that the demolition are targeted at the Igbos. Well, some said it was because it's because of the 2023 elections. The way Igbos voted massively for the Labour Party during the presidential election and the governorship election. But as politics, replaced fairness in Lagos property policies.
Partially, I may want to agree with him, but I still have my reservation. You see, let me tell you, our people sometimes, if you see where some people even build their house, you will be imagining, do you close your eyes and you build house in Canal? I've witnessed it. Somebody said his mother bought land, and when you reach there, he said, "Mommy, this is where you buy." If they dash me this place, the only thing why I will collect it is that I will see another maga that will buy it again for me. I will not say thank you. Go and see where the house is. Every year he's spending money there. She cannot live in that place. Some people, there's no place they cannot build. So you will see some people under high tension like this. When they say at least 100 meters or I don't know how many meters they say, they will still build house under tension. I'm not saying that is what happened, but I'm telling you some instances. You see only about state government, some people, they will see that this land, they will even tell them that, you see this land though, we just want to sell it for you. So you will begin your foundation in the middle of the night. When somebody is telling you that you will begin the foundation in the middle of the night, something is not telling you that land issue. This your comedian usually put one tail leg. You say, I want to sell this land, but there is one police case. You understand what I'm saying? Some people, when they are so anxious, when they have this money and they want to buy land, some of them will not even make research. What is happening in this land? Is it a government? It has happened in Igbo State. When all these land owner just went to federal government land property because federal government is not ready to use it and they started selling it and nobody make inquiry until federal government ready to come and do their project. That is where is meaning of this? This government that you look at, do you know that if Lagos State make a law today, ignorance is not an excuse in the court of law. If they make a law today and the house stamp it, tomorrow if you commit against that law, you will not say I'm not aware about it. It's not an excuse. So having said that, that does not mean that under all these things that I've said, state government can also hide under it and perpetrate their evil. I can't trust them. And it's not only in Lagos State. Okay, what if a governor in the southeast demolish some people's house? Or are you want to tell me that all the house that they demolished in Oworo belong to Igbo? You find the budget, you find the budget. So if they can demolish 70 houses in Oworo, I believe that Igbo will forfeit him, Yoruba will forfeit him. I don't know. And there is a court restriction that said they should hold on. But you see a government that does not respect any law. In the middle of the night, they carry their caterpillar or whatever and they take it over. It's obedient to the rule of law. And sometimes there is a particular case I was reading the other time where somebody told federal state government that please, this land belongs to me. I think a Taylor family or something. Acres of land. Lagos State took it. That land does not belong to Igbo. Taylor's family. The Lagos State took it over. So when you have a government that is that has a sticky hand, land grabber, they want to that's how they do.
All right, so there's a Chima says, Femi, where were the authorities when those houses were started from the foundation?
It's like, oh, there's a Chima, don't listen to what I'm saying. Do you think this government will tell you don't build there? And I said, ignorance is not an excuse. Okay, which government will tell you that don't come and buy something don't come and build house under the high tension? You yourself, you don't have house. I mean, you know, every day they are telling you that you cannot build under high tension, and you will still see some people build under high tension. And if the problem started, they will be blaming government. Those are the things I'm saying. So it's not. First of all, government they lack in some of their role, but at the same time, some people also play into their hands. Some people, I've told you. When somebody go and build house in Canal land, do you think government will say don't go and build there? Go and build there now. But by the time flood eroded you and your children away, you will know. And when they come the other day that you want to clear it and they clear your house together with it.
All right, Baba Yaga says exactly everything in Nigeria is chaotic. Is it the land seller, the buyer, the government, planners? Who do you even start to blame?
I don't know.
Or sue on this issue? Chinedu of Lagos, the lands across the whole Nigeria belong to the state. Please stop misleading people.
Okay, let me just say it very clearly. You know, federal government have land, but I don't know whether that law has been repealed. That's what I'm saying, and I still stand on it clearly. I can remember the Land Use Act, you know, under Obasanjo and all that. You know, go and fast check. You know, there are areas, there are still structures that are being owned by federal government in some of the states, or even if not all. But what we are saying is this: if government want to drive transformational infrastructural development, you know, those who are found to have been who have built along the plan should be adequately given time and be properly compensated, if not relocated to a more, you know, viable place, you know, where government will have a way of, you know, contributing to make sure that they stabilize or they stabilize them in terms of replacement of their demolished properties.
All right, away from that, before I let you go, after failing to appear in court on Friday, he will be opening defense today. Kanu will be defending himself today. What is it? Will this reignite Biafra sentiment in the country?
Yes, a lot of people does not know that there's a word court act that can invoke the process Mazi Nnamdi Kanu found himself now, and that has been echoed by some foreign Supreme Court judges. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, like I said earlier, is embarking on a suicide mission currently now. But you can see that there's this loud campaign or advocacy by politicians from that Eastern Old Bloc. You saw what Ned Nwoko said about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He said it's unlawful. Oloshenka too, added. He said no, it's not correct. So for him to up to that extent, of defending himself, it can interpret a lot of things. I remember before now, the DSS, it was reported that there was a clash between Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and one Fulani DSS there. To an extent that there was, exchange of whatever, or at the end of the day, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu lawyer, I think now he collapsed, and all that. So if you look at all these things now, it still boils down on Mr. President to look inwards and be able to do the needful. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu going there to defend himself is something that will pass a certain message that after all, I've gone this far, I've lost my father on this struggle and everything. I've not been able to get along what is supposed to be. And those who he has been able to summon, has made, some of them has made it very clearly that the court need to, obey an existing order. The court has not obeyed that existing order. So going along to, just like those lawyers were actually wasting their time. It has never happened before anywhere in the world. There's an appeal court judgment. The Nigerian court, the High Court have not obeyed that. Vacate this matter, as simple as that. Since you don't want it, well, that's Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's decision.
Have you lost interest in the case?
Me, I can never. I'll be following the issue, but I'm telling you that it will get to a point, where it will start attracting global attention more, and right there in the court, very dangerous. Right there in the court, they can invoke a world court order act. Yes, that enables you to declare a referendum in the court.
Femi, with this rekindle Biafra sentiment among Igbo youths, they've been clamoring for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You saw the protest that went down on Monday, the 20th of October 2025, that's this year. With this rekindle, I mean his defense today, rekindle Biafra sentiment among Igbo youths.
Yes, if it's not properly, handled, it can lead to unexpected. And I think I agree with when you said that the man Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is on the suicide mission, like that Samson that requests for more strength to be destroyed with the Palestine that time. So I think that's what Nnamdi Kanu wants to do, and that's why he was calling all the people around the world that I want to explode and I want you to witness it. So even I think there are some things that Nnamdi Kanu will say in that court that some people they will just keep quiet. They will be looking at him, because I think one of those things that usually said that time was that there are some secrets in this. If I expose it, the whole Nigeria will collapse. I don't know what he has in his mind, but I know that
expecting him to expose any secrets.
Yes.
He has even mentioned names.
Yes. I think yes. He wants we and we
can. Want to hold.
Yes. What
all the time. Army staff.
Majority of those ones will not be able to respond. So I don't think they will be respond. But I think the man himself want to be able to, express himself how he feel, and he's not the first person to do it. To do it. Awolowo did the same thing in the 60s when he felt that they will not allow me to do let me kukuma defend myself, and he was started describing how each one of the judges, how they will react. He talked about all the characteristics of the 4 judges, that all of them, he described them, he tell them what they are going to do, that in case this one judge like this is what is going to happen. I know this man. Thank you, Ademola Adetokunbo. There are some battles when you are fighting, you may know that I may not be able to win it, but I want to fight it to the logical conclusion. even including my life. I think that is the conclusion. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
And that's why Babayaga is saying MNK knew what he was getting himself into. He's ready to buy there, to open our eyes, and he's been proven right so far.
Yes.
Wow. Antman says we can't vacate a criminal who is responsible for the death and destruction of lives and properties. Is Mazi Nnamdi a criminal? Is he a criminal? Is it? I remember says Mazi will surely get justice. Ekpa got his in Finland.
What even if you give him justice, just give him straight. That's all. To let there be evidence to nail him. That's what you are waiting.
Mike, yes, anybody can come up with a different perception about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu continuous illegal. I said it's illegal in the first place. You know, don't bring sentiment into it. You understand? It's not a joke. It's a struggle. You know what it means. It's a struggle. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a freedom fighter, and he has led a non-violent movement. Please take note of that. You know, IPOB has been acknowledged worldwide as a non-violent movement. And Oga, respect yourself. All over the world, these are people you can see visibly. IPOB is not hiding anywhere in the world.
The members are not faceless.
They are not. You can see them. You can feel them. You know, at any point in time, there's no problem with that. The creation of challenges that is attached to it is as a result of Buhari and other APC elements involvement to destabilize the eastern part of the country. That was how insecurity actually started. Let me tell you, he went to somebody's house and killed 28 people. What do you expect? You want to introduce security challenges. You want to, and Buhari did that. Ibazu, the governor of Abia State at that time, was also involved. That was why you need to come to court. You need to come to court and tell the whole world on the peace process that was held in Enugu. And I can tell you, the late Abuja was involved. Amechi was also involved. Prominent Igbo leaders were involved. Omahi need to be in court too, because he was the leader. He was a governor then, and he was the leader of that committee that was trying to resolve the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu quagmire. Then what happened? How did the military enter his house and kill 28 people? It's funny, you can react to that, but it's okay. But let me tell you, I just want to say is, if somebody like George Washington of America was charged with treasonable felony, and today America is celebrating that great man, there's nothing wrong with what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is doing. It has been confirmed. Muhammad Gandhi, too, of India, I can go and fact check. Mandela was also charged with treasonable felony. Awolowo was charged with a lot of them, but today those legacies are being celebrated. So whether you tell me Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is that he has not been, since I know Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I've not seen him with gun. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not a militant. Nigerian government is not charging Mazi Nnamdi Kanu based on self-determination, Biafra. Mike, can we understand this? So that people will not begin to have a certain perception. That is absolutely wrong. The insecurity was created by the Nigerian system, government themselves. And you can see the narrative where the whole thing is going for complete 10 years. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has never been found guilty of anything. The latest one under Brutai and Buhari and Malami and Femi Adesina that masterminded the kidnapping. Look at what the Kenyan government, Wilawuto said. You can go and verify. At the end of it, are you not seeing IPOB members in Germany physically? Are you not seeing them in Canada physically? Are you not seeing them in China physically? Do they carry arms? Do they carry gun? Why is it it's only in Nigeria that you people manipulate the truth and believe just to make sure that the Igbo man does not rise? Anything Igbo is a threat to the system called Nigeria. But unfortunately, we go to a point of reality. Nigeria will get to a point of reality. You cannot hide it. that there's nothing you will do to stop it, because what is it that an Igbo man has done in Nigeria? We have go and fight, check history. During the era of the kingdom, no Igbo man in the history of Igbo has invaded any community. Till now, till this very moment, as in conquest. No, don't. Go and check. But I can tell you that other regions have carried a conquest, well documented. So where are some people coming to impose who we are not? Mike, I said it very clearly. I was born a free man, and Nigeria cannot turn me to a slave. And that's the picture. Nnamdi Kanu is the symbol of 85 million Biafrans all over the world. When I talk about Biafrans, I'm not talking about the unfortunate Goron creation of 12 states to make sure that he is able to achieve whatever. You know, I can tell you the reason why those 12 states was created as at that time.
All right, we'll move down to the comment section before you go. Andrew Bujimi says, if Kanu faces judge and starts talking aggressively, he might be sentenced for the content of court. It's better he use a lawyer. That's what Andrew Bujimi suggests here. All right, Ordinary Taiwo says, I know the judge will pass judgment on him very soon, and everybody will move on. All right, Alexander replies Taiwo Ordinary and says, Taiwo, has Kanu not won in court already? Yariba people, you people don't like anything straightforward. If it is not fraud, 70% of you people no go chop. Okay.
Can I respond a bit?
All right.
Out of 3 courts we have, Kanu has won one in the past. Appeal court, High Court was not before him, because if the High Court before him, he will not go to appeal. Of course, it was appeal that said the matter case. Appeal court trash it. But when they reach Supreme Court said, we cannot say because the man was brought illegally, then he has no case. No. Or can we say because police went to a particular criminal's house and they broke the house before they had a person? Because of that breaking of that house, that criminal has no case again. And that was why Supreme Court said that you have a case to answer. So Supreme Court trash out the appeal court judgment that go and face your case. The same thing we have now. So, and I don't know, I'm a scammer. I want to respond to this. I'm not a scammer. God that is feeding me, and you know, thank God for my life.
All right, thank you.
Mike, I just want to put something very straight here on the issue of the matter, that was decided by the court. The matter has already been decided by the court. Umahi confirmed it. Ojo Kalo confirmed it. And Ned Nwoko recently, yesterday or thereabout, confirmed it. Ned Nwoko is a lawyer. He is a lawyer. He confirmed it. Now on that existing court judgment first, let us on that one. You don't need to start a retrial. Well, anyway, this decision of the Supreme Court then was that Nnamdi Kanu's house was invaded. Look at the matter that was taken to the Supreme Court. And apart from other court pronouncements regarding to this matter, at least one of the highest court in Nigeria have said, release this man. Why is Nigerian government? Or which other court? Is there another court that they want to try Nnamdi Kanu, or is there another law they want to use? And most of this law they are using against Nnamdi Kanu currently now has been repelled.
Always a look here. This is coming from ID Novel. Always a look here. The governor has made their final submission. It's now left for Nnamdi Kanu to defend himself. Mazi will surely get justice.
Okay, tell you, if you say that this Omotosho that I'm seeing now, I'm seeing now, if you give Omotosho a chance, Omotosho will not pronounce judgment for Nnamdi Kanu unless being instructed. I tell you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. You're welcome, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
All right, still on the controversial reports coming out of Lagos State as regards the demolition of properties. Igbo traders are to stage a protest, not just them, even residents, of that area. And this case has been dragged to United Nations and ECOWAS court. But the question is, how will international community, react to this matter if Lagos is if Lagos is found guilty of ethnic bias in property demolitions?
Mike, thank you very much for that question. You say there's no smoke, there's no fire. I believe that a state is being run with some institution, and those institutions saddled with the responsibility of allocating land or doing the oversight functions. How much of it have they done? And because if I should spend my hard-earned money to acquire a land, and I will start the building right from the scratch, maybe from the foundation, then before it gets to that lintel level, does it mean that the institutional body saddled with an oversight function where that land that I'm building on is legal or legally acquired and allocated or not, have done their due diligence to see that what I bought is in contravention of the law? Then when you now look all these things, it shows that both the government, on the part of government and institution that is saddled with the responsibility of dispensing that oversight functions, they all goofed. And the person buying, how much of due diligence have you done? You see, because we have the land ministry there, land planning. And then you go there and then do your search. It is in the process of doing your search that you will know whether what you are about to enter is something that is worthwhile or not. I want to say on the part of the government and the person and both those lands, they all have their own fair share of the blame. Because, and the only thing I want to say that the onus of, the body of proof lie, much more on the part of government. How much sensitization have they done pertaining to some areas that people have been, that they have gone ahead to encroach upon? And if those people have found that their monies have gone down the drain, and how much, or maybe they are being targeted at either through political motivated action or what or not, then they can still redress in any known court, either ECOWAS or be it in international community. I want to say that by and large, I think if Lagos State government is found culpable, I think there is no convention or treaty under the national treaty that can address that. I think they should be able to face the music.
Suma, do you suspect or perceive ethnic bias in this demolition process?
I will say yes and yes, or yes and no. I begin to wonder the function of Ministry of Information in Lagos State. What is your work? Is your work to be chasing after politicians, interviewing them, or engaging in what we call DEFCON, that is development communication, sensitizing the public concerning some government properties, no-go area, this side, don't do this. We now as a layman in this with the what you call it, geographic map of the state. Say, this is where you don't even know. But if you see map, you are meant to be educated. And when they come say, okay, no, this slide is free, you will believe that it is. So that's the Ministry of Urban Development, what they call it in Lagos State. They have a lot of work to do concerning that. And over the years, it has been a tradition of making money out from the citizens. You understand? But then, okay, don't worry, build, and they will know how to cover for you. Don't worry. When you pay certain amount of money, there have been reports concerning that for many years. So I would say the government have been failing. Even the land that is actually for some individuals in the state, that the government feel that, oh, we want to be certain bridge. are they being compensated well? We have reports concerning that over the years has been going on. They demolish your house. The actual payment, or what they call it, the value of the land as of the day, they won't even get the payment. When you demolish a property of over 100 million naira, you are telling them 2 million naira, and you don't even plan to relocate them. It is a failed government that will not put things in place before the citizens start building houses there. Look at all this Badagry side and the so-called. By now, in Lagos State, there should be no state, there is no street in Lagos State untied. Every necessary roads, road lines, bridges, by now should be done and dusted in a working state. But all the whole allocation, billions and upon billions, trillion, Lagos is this, Lagos is large, competing with other countries. Like Lagos State alone, just big only Lagos State, other country. But still, those countries that they do not make money up to you, they get the revenue up to you, they are like heaven, and Lagos State is still like this. Is that not because there is something wrong? So this thing is being both Yorubas or is being affected. BU is not, I won't call it that. But what are they looking when this poster has Mr. said, when they started buying land, building houses? What is the function of all the outnumbered staff not going on site to get that?
Right, away from that, creation of new states, animal state, how would this go in resolving the issue of marginalization in the southeastern region?
You see, to some extent, creation of new state is good when every eyes and the T's are, the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted. But one thing is that I want to say is that we know that it brings a kind of a sense of inclusion when it comes to trying to see that the governance should be fair, should be something that is tangible by the people that are living in that same confine. I want to believe that for a very long time we've been hearing the hues and cries of some persons in a given confinement, saying that they are being marginalized as a result of maybe a developmental strike, not even getting to their own part of the. And when you see when creation of states is now being created, it draws them closer to the to the center. I believe that in the southeast region, people have been championing that there is this lopsided appointment in terms of governmental appointment and what have you. I think if creation of state comes, then we can see some people holding forth in those offices that is going to be created as a result of the creation of those new states. I think it will also bring a sense of inclusion in governmental affairs, and even those are for secession, for all kinds of trying to say self-determination and what have you.
Separatism and all that.
Yes, I think it's a long way in dousing that.
Some certain way I do, but it's with the marginalization aspect, we still not reduce. I will only employ the decision makers or the gatekeepers, opinion leaders on the southeast to think of other states that they feel that is wide enough that they could create, because you can see the Ibadan people are saying they want the Ibadan state. Abeokuta, they say they want the Jebu state, and when all those people now come up with the whole state, now they will still say they are short, they are one, I'll be short one again. You understand? And no matter how you do it, everyone cannot have equal state, because it depends on land mass and the and so on. So they should take their time, actually look out either there is need for more states for them to add to this one. Then we can seal it for once and we can move forward. There won't be any noise again.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Vincent.
Thank you for having me.
Morning, sir.
It's a pleasure to be on the program once again.
How are you doing?
So lovely. What about your weekend? How was it?
Yeah, fine.
Say a splendid one.
Let us have your take on the demolition of properties in Lagos. The Igbos are saying that they have been targeted by the Lagos State government. I don't know if Lagos State government is doing this because of the 2020 election. Because you know what went down at that point in time.
Yeah.
Igbos voted massively for
Emas. They went with the Labour Party.
And even in the gubernatorial election too.
So
they voted for revival.
It was by the whisker that the governor escaped.
So should this be the reason these demolitions are being carried out in Lagos State?
That's said. I'm one of those
to suppress the electorate or what?
If there is anybody, any group of people, group of persons, religious, political, tribal, reading meanings. You know, we live in a society of sentiment where common sense ranks so low, but emotion on the other hand ranks so high. But for that, I don't understand why anybody will be reading meaning to the question of demolition. For crying out loud, and successive government, whether in Lagos, developmental purpose. I don't know if any governor has demolished more than the current governor, the young man in Kanu, Abba Kabiru. He has demolished more than any other governor.
Even in Anambra.
For the gentleman in Kuala.
Embarking on
so the Kuala governor has demolished at one time or the other, all in the name of the development. Can you imagine? Babaloye talking of the late chief Shaki, Sharaki. His property was touched. Of course, some people are trying to reap some political meanings to it. That perhaps it's because of their political differences. That's why his property was touched. It was much more than that. So, if anybody is reading meaning to the question of demolition, person perhaps appears to be a poor student of history. For crying out loud, in this same country we were in the early 90s when the old Morocco. The old man called the present for young Nigerians, the present Sanford part of Lagos, where we have our Oriental Hotel. It was populated by the half-north, the poor, the wretched of the heart. It was put down simply because they couldn't maintain the place. They were moved to the Dakande Axis. The vast majority of people living there were Yorubas. It was put down nonetheless. So, ditto for the Fashola government, they put down the old the shanty Makoko, Amukoko, and what have you, they were put down. It was predominantly populated by the Ijos, the Aworis, and the Lajes, the Sokos, the riverine people, the fishing community. It was put down. Nobody read meaning to it that it was tribally, ethnically influenced. So if today it appears the current, the ongoing demolition appears to have affected more Igbos than any other person, it is not enough reason for you to start reading sentiment, ethnic, tribal, political meanings into it. So the government of the day is a very responsible and responsive one. I don't think they will be so absurd, they will be so petty as to be demolishing buildings on account of political differences. No, it goes beyond that. So the Fashola I know, or the Olusola Sanwo-Olu I know, will not descend so low, not condescend that low as to be demolishing political opponents' property on account of political differences. No. I don't belong to that school of thought. It goes beyond all that. It's for good, it's for development, it's for the betterment of Lagos. And besides, the question of ignorance must be tackled. The question of ignorance on the part of the property owners. In any case, we have some Yorubas equally affected. You know the famous e-money, the car dealer, the auto dealer is equally affected. His property runs into hundreds of millions of naira, was affected in the process. So it goes beyond the Igbo community alone. Only that with the kind of life the Igbos live, you know, of course, how enterprising, how entrepreneurial they are. They dole out money at we, they buy property, let's say, because of the desperation to leave Lagos. So it's not impossible that they fall into the majority of those affected. Then it goes beyond politics.
Let's get your reaction on this.
Yeah, well, I want to complete my co-analysis. We shouldn't allow in terms of marginalization to overwhelm our mindsets. Because I will tell you that Lagos contain every tribe and everybody in Lagos, and due to the governor, I don't think he will want to do anything to create separation between the tribes in Lagos State, and also the Commissioner of Housing and Environment in Lagos State. I think in one way or the other, we still need to bring them on board to tell us the fact and the criteria. What are the cries being used in pulling down all these machines and all these buildings and other affected business stakeholders here, so that everybody can have a fair mind and fair thought about this present issue. And I just want to quickly again add something that some people have talked about marginalization and the differences between Igbo, Yoruba, and whatever. I will tell you that I was a PA of House of Assembly constituency 2. He's an Igbo man, okay, and he was given that opportunity, and he contested and he won. And Lagos State team, he got Etiosa. You see other non-indigenous who contested and who won fairly there. And we found them in the house in Lagos State, and everybody's living together as one. You know, I've been in some different states in the east. I don't use word of hatred or marginalization. Nnamdi is the normal, almost is the normal. You know, we are humans. We should just have to consider some statement that can divide and bring separation between the country and try to keep off away from all these language or sentiment, thoughts or reasons. So my own thought now is, I pray, let's just come together, live together as one, and I believe God will bring us together.
With what you guys have said now, Lagos is a home for all.
It's the home for all. So we should stop making statements capable of fanning the embers of discord in our midst. It's a pan-Nigeria, not only pan-Nigeria, pan-African metropolitan community. So it goes beyond ethnicity. I don't subscribe to that school of thought.
All right. What's your own take about creation of states in the southeast?
Creation of states?
Yeah, Anambra State.
The creation of state, Anambra State. That's in the northern part of Delta.
Eastern. Yeah, we're looking about
call them the Kaibos. Which let's stop grandstanding. Let's stop. Truth be told, you find out that these laws are creation right from the word go, right from the US Republic. Anytime, anywhere that you have advocates for state creation, you have a proponent of you find out that more often than not, it's been early adventurous, ambitious politicians for personal reasons. So because they know that when you say are created, the chances are that invariably they will be the beneficiary. They become senators, some of them become rep, they become governors, they become so, and they begin to lord it over the rest of us. In the state we have to, as it were today, can see state of the federation. How has it translated into concrete realities in the life of the citizenry? How has it bettered the lives of the masses? How has he put food on the table of you and I? So how has it bettered a lot? So the truth of the matter is that what we need is much more than the question of state creation. Because experience has shown the world over, be it in Canada, be it in Quebec, be it anywhere you have quest for state creation, separation. You find out that shortly, as the last country when I checked, we have all together before the Senate, we have about 97 requests for state creation. So do we now balkanize the country in such a way that we have 170 states? We have a quest for Ibadan State in the southwest. We have quests for Anambra State. We have quests for Adatu State. We have questions for Ijebu State and Ogun State.
Even so government sections,
Igbo State from Para. So at the end of the day, so you end up every local government, every small community, every every clan will become a state. If care is not taken, if you go continue to go about it that way. So what we need is much more than state creation.
Is that what we need?
It's not our problem.
I think first and foremost good governance, because the creation of new states, for now, I don't think that is what next. If there is no security, there is no peace, there is no comfort, there is no peace of mind within the masses, within the society and community. You know, as a man, as a family man, you cannot feed successfully, you cannot provide a daily bread your table for your family. So I think first and foremost, good health, good education, good security for the environment. These are things we need first and foremost. Because now, if I thought they are bringing up a new state to increase it, the people in the east, did they welcome it? Are they in peace with it? Did they adopt it? The people in the Ijebu states, in Ibadan states, and other places, will they accept it? Did they welcome it? If they welcome it, will it change any factor on ground? Will it bring peace? Will it bring food on our table? Will it make things to be more easier? Will it penetrate into the market, into the market industry? Will it make things to go the way and manner which we expected. So all this needs to be put into consideration. It's not for now. It's not just all about creating a new state, but how to bring peace and comfort the society and the community in Nigeria.
All right, thank you so much, gentlemen. I really appreciate it.
Once again, my name is Dikin Johnson. It's a delight to be on the program once again. See you again tomorrow morning.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm too fine. I'm too fine, Mike.
Welcome to the program.
Yeah.
Continue. Okay.
Our fans all over the world, I am Mr. President Okokwendem. I thank God Almighty on behalf of all of you all over the world. You appreciate us and we appreciate us. I say, may God Almighty be blessed for keeping people alive, giving you good wherever you are. May God of our Lord Jesus. Amen. I thank God Almighty, even in Nigeria here, we still have a bit of atmosphere, good atmosphere to breathe air. Father, be praised, be magnified. In the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, amen. And I thank God for Nnamdi Kanu, Simon, and pray for the people government in exile. Father, be praised in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, amen. Yeah. Mr. Dr. Ike from Caribbean Island. I thank thee.
30,000 naira.
30,000 naira you sent to me. Mike have given it to me. May God bless you wherever you are. Not only you, all of you that have the interest of what we are doing here. May God bless every one of you. In the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Amen.
Dr. Ike will say a big thank you to you for your support. Even last week, you sent money to some people at the stand. I will say a big thank you to you. We really appreciate your love.
Thank you very much, sir. Good morning, our most revered viewers. Good morning, Mr. Mike.
How are you doing?
Fine, very well, thank God. Yeah. I want to use this opportunity to thank Mrs. Franca for the Lara for the show of love. I truly appreciate it, and this is really not the first time I'm benefiting from your generosity. So I want to really thank you. I pray that the good Lord will replenish in multiple fold. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. And I want to also use this opportunity to thank all of you who have, always shown love and extended a hand of friendship to us down here. I pray that the good Lord will continue to bless you in all that you do. Thank you so much.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Michael Adekule. May good Lord be with you. And Mrs. Tina, may God bless you for the love you have shown us. And Mr. Ike, may you remain blessed. May God and others, God bless you people and strengthen you. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. I wanted to call you easy, sorry.
Mr. President,
what do you expect today? Kanu will be defending himself. And
defend himself. It may be possible or not possible. Because I don't know whether the case file has reached his hand. Because last time he appeared on Friday, he says the case file had not reached his hand. It's not available. And the judge give him 6 days. How can he take 6 days, Friday till Monday, to go through the whole case file to defend himself? Which I say could be possible or not impossible. And I heard also that after the court attending on Friday, one of the DSS officer men beat the hell out of him in the prison. If they beat the hell out of him and he fell sick or get injury, how can appear in court to him? Nnamdi Kanu legal team said it on XM under the platform of QTV. I watch it. So it's abnormal. Person is into your care. They are giving you to take care of him. You went there and start beating him. What if he beat you and they resort to death? Will you take reference? It's a mistake. Will you come and take reference? It's a mistake.
We can't take that now.
Look at it.
The family will visit.
It's abomination. This to show you that Nigeria, there's no human rights. In Nigeria, the person who's supposed to keep law are the one breaking the law. It's a pity.
How do you feel about this whole case? Aren't you getting tired? Are you getting fed up of the case?
I'm not getting fed up of the case. If I am fed up of the case, which is I'm fed up of my life. If I'm fed up of the Biafra case, Nnamdi case, I'm fed up of my life. And I don't know who God is. I don't know what God is trying to do. Biafra is in the budget of God. Biafra is God's project. And God never abandoned his project until he accomplishes it. Nnamdi Kanu is a messenger of God. He's a tool in the hand of God. Liberation of Biafra. That is why I'll never be tired.
All right, away from that, I hope something good come out of the case. Nnamdi Kanu said the creation of states, Anambra State, will bring peace to the southeast. Are you in line with him?
Yes, I'm in line with him.
So there will be economic development.
That the economic development.
Okay.
That everything development. Listen. We create Delta State. Delta State was created by Babangida. Calf Delta State from Bende State. I remember Bende State, Edo State was Babangida. And that the question, that you see, there's something you need to do. Although any that have advantage, have disadvantage. But there's something you need to do to avoid the future confrontation. These people, that Anambra State, have been crying even since before the Civil War. They are part of Igbos.
So it's been a long
matter. I need to go back to history. And Osadebe Chief, that is Osadebe, was the first governor of the then Middle West. And these Anambra people were tough to Western region, where they're not supposed to be in Western region. The colonial masters, we made the fact that we to cut the state of the Igbos. They were cast to Western region with Edo State. And in 1967, when the one was getting his own 12 states, we carved these people out and called them Middle West, including the Edo present Edo now, called them Middle West. In 1979 or so, 1976, when Obasanjo and Metala were creating state, they changed their name and called them Bende State. When Obasanjo enter, the tension goes high for this to have the whole state separate. The Babangida said, if I create this Anioma or Aniocha state, it will add those states to southeast. It will make them to be more powerful. Then, because of the pressure, Babangida went and called other local governments in all the Bende state and joined them with this Anioma state and called them Delta State. So they got to be fully Anioma state to become a part of Igbo state. They call it Delta State. And since that time, agitation has been on. And so for the people to be separate on their own, to live according to their own culture. Culture matters. Culture matters whatever we are doing. Culture, religion, not the world in general. Now, if you come to this Anambra State, there are some local government or community that's still in Edo State and they were marginalized. If you see a banker and the Igbo, they are Igbo speaking people in Edo State now. They are marginalized. They are nowhere to be found. And they have come several times and said, we are not Edo, we are not Soto.
Just like the Okuns in Kogi State, the Kaba area,
They were crying. And this thing had been going on. Instead of this crying to continue, give them their state. If they want to go and join to their brother, let them go to that. After all of them fought the war. All of them, both the banker, both the Domigo, all of them fought the war on behalf of Biafra.
All right, I'm still coming back to you. Is creating more states a sustainable solution to ethnic and regional agitation?
Well, even though I'm not one of the proponents of state creation, but frankly speaking, to give the Igbos a sense of inclusivity, I think creating one more state for the Igbos will create a sense of balance. You understand? Because in the Southeast have 5 states, while other Southwest have 6. So for that level of inclusivity, they will be needing one more state to create balance. You understand? And then I can tell you, it will even go a way to reduce the cry for marginalization. You understand? The Igbos will talk about marginalization, one, because they felt they are not fully included in the system. They look at that, now in the National Assembly, their voice is not as, you can't compare the Yorubas and the Hausas because of the number of states. So they seem to have more member in the National Assembly. So this is democracy, it's a game of number. And I think it is only fair to say that the Igbos should be given one more seat to create that sense of balancing. You understand? So that is my take.
All right, let's have your own take on this, Benja.
Yeah, for creating of more states. Yeah. It is a very good development. But this thing, is it going to affect the masses? Yeah, it's for them to create more job for the who will be the governor or the senate over there. But let them do what will benefiting for us. Not say that the create that state, make it fixes, will bring the Igbos happiness. No, that material still there, because what they need, the federal government of Nigeria haven't given it to them. Not to be creating more states. Creating more states is to make the ones who are coming as governor, senate, to give them where they will be benefiting, collecting their own early money on it. But what about the masses? Let them forward, create more work, create things for masses, so that the masses can see something to lay hands. Let them put more in the state, let them different countries. This is what we need, not more states. More state is good. I welcome it. It's good. But is it enough? Is it going to bring peace? Well, as they are crying, they will still be crying although Nigeria is heading somewhere. What about Nnamdi Kanu case? Nnamdi Kanu case, for what he mentioned out, it is only God who can rescue him. Because the people that have already mentioned to be the weakness is drawing himself in. He mentioned the Mr. President. He mentioned the Lagos State Governor. He mentioned UK, Federal Capital Minister. He mentioned the former governor, IPOB. He mentioned the Imo State Governor, and a lot of them. If these people appear to court, I don't think that Nnamdi Kanu will stand on it. This is why he knew a lawyer. Because there are some sentences where the lawyer will tend to not go. But this time around, where there's no lawyer, as himself as a lawyer, will vote things out, and which will draw him more problem on it.
Thank you so much. He said he's going to put him into more problem. All right, the creation of state. I'm still calling the creation of state. How do you feel about it?
Good morning, our esteemed viewers.
You were shaking your head the other time.
Yes, of course. And good morning to you.
Good morning to you.
And good morning to our viewers. May God bless you all.
And if eventually it is created,
listen
will it be considered at southeast as part of southeast or south geopolitical?
Listen to me, my brother. Creation of the state is not a problem of Nigeria. Before you have another shop, you should first and foremost manage the one that you have. The shop it's mass standard before you think of extending it.
He was a senator in this,
yes.
not that.
So which part of the south do we consider that Nnamdi state?
Nnamdi state, whether
is it southeast or south?
Whether it's in southeast or south, all I know is part of Igbo. Whether it's southeast, south, what I know is part of Igbo. That's all I know.
I think it will be only fair, you understand, it will be only fair to make it, as a state in the southeast. The reason is for balancing. You understand? One of the major reasons why you hear agitation of secession and the rest is because a group of people in the east felt there is no equity, there is no justice, there is no fairness. You understand? Their voice is not much heard in the National Assembly because of the fact that there is no much representation. You understand? Because of the number of states.
Well, no. See,
I want to believe if you create a state in the southeast and then you create that balancing, you understand? They have equal voice in the National Assembly. A situation where the president will be balancing so that this agitation can go down.
Okay.
my brother, take it or you leave it. It's not because of the states that trigger agitation. When Nnamdi Kanu came into the country, he did not talk about creation of states. He talked about balancing what is already on the ground by development, the Ugbocha seaport, creating Ugbocha seaport, making Enugu a vibrant and a vibrant state, creating a airport, of Niger River, River Niger. And what have you? These are the point that Nnamdi Kanu people came up not because of creation of. See, you have states, the state that you have, how were you able to, is it the problem? Hello, is state, the creation of state the problem of Nigeria? If things are put in place and things are balanced, nobody will be talking of we are this way. We know that a number will plenty. Yes. State or no state will not be bothering because everybody will be easily going for their businesses, do things the way it should. They will not be minding that. And you know that in the east, Igbo doesn't even much have time for that this thing. See, Nigeria is just that we have leaders that in fact, I don't know the way they think. I say if I happen to be the leader of this country, my brother, creation of state shouldn't be the primary goal. Everybody. So long I see you as one in this country, you are entitled to everything that pertains to this country. The right that Fulani has in this country, Igbo man must have it.
All right, do you support creation of states, Mr. Chooks?
Yeah. Number one, creation of states to balance the geopolitical area is what we need. It's a particular region that not gotten it balanced, southeast. When you have all the areas, you have 6 states to balance the geopolitical area. That's fantastic. Then number 2, first of all, we need to ask whether this National Assembly are playing politics with this creation of states. Because creation of state has started since 2007 up till now. It's not easy to create a state when you have the military. They can go to their own Supreme Council and have a fiat. You create the state. But creation of state in democracy, civilian regime, it takes a lot of process. And so you find out that these guys are still playing politics with creation of state. At the end of the day, it will just die down. The committee in the National Assembly, whether Senate or House of Rep, they will come out with something they will not do in order to make some money. Up to today, we still expect people have submitted their proposal from different tribes or states for the creation of new states that have not done anything. Anytime they want to go on recess, they will now come up with that particular issue. So they are playing politics with creation of states. But it's a welcome idea.
All right, your own take on the demolition of properties in Lagos. Igbo said the government of Lagos State is targeting them. It's targeting them.
Well, this is Lagos State. Lagos State government know what they are doing. Okay. Understand me? And those properties that have been damaged, if they have a way of going to the court to go and work or talk to the government and then get their property back or being compensated, is a welcome and that they should pay it. So for me to say I'm supporting this, I'm supporting that, I'm not in the Lagos State administration. They know what they are doing. So anybody can say anything they like. So in Lagos State, if you find out that you are targeting the Igbos in destroying their property, please stop. The Igbos, if you find out that you built your properties where Lagos State government said no, go to the court and then try to rectify the issue. It's a simple matter. It doesn't call for any fighting and so on.
Your own opinion is different from some.
Well, that's why I'm different from them. Mm-hmm. The issue of Nnamdi Kanu is in the court. I've already said it. So whatever was trying to play playing game with the intelligence of the Igbos, I told them. Now that it's in court, the court should speed that action. They shouldn't have protested the federal government. They should go to the court and protest because these are the people they're supposed to, so that they speed up the action. So if Nnamdi Kanu decided to go there and place hold, I think that he should be released. But now that the case, I've told people that you've taken the case to court, it's the court that will decide his release.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Chooks. How have you been now?
Yeah, that's been great. What about you?
All right, good to see you.
Yeah.
Good. All right, thank you. Okay, let's quickly have a evangelist.
Like what I was saying, let me tell you, my beloved brother, I'm really ready for this. You are talking about creation of state. You are creating a state for criminals. Yes, the ones we have in the southeast, who are the people ruling it? You don't know the criminals. You are creating a state for criminals. That is what it means. The state whereby Fulani will continue to impose people on us. Whereby our right is not being given, granted. Our vote doesn't count. That will come and carry another 40 person like the likeness of Opus or Jojo and Co. to come and impose on us and tell us the judge, one judge, maybe that time Kekereku will not be the one to handle it. The person that will come now will be Ekuke. Will come and be the one to judge and tell us that they have an ear problem. This one have eye problem. The one that will come will now have ear problem. We didn't hear well. What are we saying? Is that the problem?
That's not the problem.
That's not the problem.
So you say no to creation of...
I say no to creation of state. If when Igbos are having a harmony, cannot give them the right as a citizen, even making them to be the president of Nigeria. Is it when you now create 6 states that they will become the president, or their right will be given to them? No, I'm asking, is that time that you give them their right? If you cannot give a child something now, well, how do you know somebody that is a giver?
All right, finally, before
a man that is a giver is a man that gives not when he have. At the little that he have, if he can share it, when plenty come, he will be able to share.
Finally, on the demolition of properties, what do you have to say?
In the demolition of the properties,
targeted at Igbos or not?
Targeted at Igbos. Because yeah, why did I say so? I believe in Lagos State, in Nigeria, if I'm not mistaken, let me say Lagos State, there are some organizations in charge of building. Is that not so? There are organizations, and before you put a block, these people will come, this agency will come and investigate it. And when you get to the linker state, this agency will come again. Before you roof it and whatsoever, they will still take it. Then why didn't they stop the building? Why didn't they stop it from the onset? They allow you
right from the foundation.
Right from the foundation. Yes, right from the foundation, and that on that process you will now know that this place is for federal, is for state government. You are not supposed to build here. Then so that those that sold the land to you, you will now know how to collect your money. Not when you invest much, then Lagos State will now come and say you put a structure illegal.
If the international bodies on this case, pass judgment in favor of the Igbos, will Lagos State government obey the judgment or defy it?
It's in the hand of the Lagos State government to do that. According to the law, if they should follow the law that Nigeria has signed, I believe that they should honor that. But being it a nation that they are too proud and too arrogant, they don't have respect or honor to constitution or people's rights, so they can still go ahead and go against it.
Thank you so much, Biafra.
You're welcome.
What would they? Do you think they would obey the judgment passed by the international bodies?
Well, you see, there is a limit to which the international community can take decision, because Nigeria is a sovereign nation. You understand? So, but my only issue, let me even talk a bit about the demolition, whether where some people are, yes, because of now, yes. The issue is people are looking at the timing. They felt the government was not happy because of the 2023 election. But I want to believe those who had those properties, do they have CFOs? It means government who issued CFO to them. It's aware about whatever that is before they, began the process of building the structures. You understand? So they have a right to sue the government to court. You understand? If I have a COO given to me by government before I acquire the property, and then you wake up tomorrow, and demolish using flimsy excuses, I can challenge you in court, and that's what I expect them to do.
All right, thank you so much, James John. All right, Mr. Ansad, good morning to you. How are you doing?
Good morning. Good morning.
All right, I'm about to end the program. You can just say hi to the viewers.
Yeah. Hi to all viewers. May God bless you. May God bless you.
All right, thank you so much. And to Mrs. Tina in California, we say thank you to you. She gave me Mr. Miracle 200,000 naira in support of his child's dedication yesterday. Some people got 50,000 each on Saturday. Mrs. Clara, always make sure you thank your benefactor. Are you getting me now? I can't remember everything.
Mrs. Clara, I want to say thanks to you for the gesture.
Mrs. Clara,
yeah,
in the US.
In the US. So Mr. Mike gave that to me. Thank you very much.
Okay, 20,000 to you, only, and James John. All right, that's from Mrs. All right, and Dr. Ike, 30,000 naira from you to Okokundem. I really appreciate all the viewers. Big T Prince, thank you. I got your message. I really appreciate you. Udoje Chima and Pams CEO, Raising Water Liverpool, also Binwa, everybody, so far, everyone in the comment section. So thank you so much. We'll be back here tomorrow with more interesting stories. Goodbye.